sign up for it. And sign up. It's real quick. Because I can't get the money back. They're not gonna like once you do it, it's gone. It's already to you. They're not gonna give it back to me. I did. I put it on there. I can do that. Oh shoot, that was my issue. I thought, yeah, I've been doing too much that. I said I can feel the cash app. I think that was my issue. Okay, Quinn?
I've been doing amazing. Okay. So guys, I'm gonna make this really quick. I want to go over the training that Dr. Spiller did the other night. I actually did record this when I did it the other night. And I literally took everything from the last week video. I can't remember what date that was, but it was last week when he got on the train and was supposed to post a recording. I took that training, went to his house, had him teach me more for 2 or 3 hours, and now I'm going to show you all of that in one. All right? You guys got it? You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? First, y'all know I'm a naked trainer of my heart. But since everybody needs indicators, I will help y'all. I make a trade. Yeah. You can ask the question out loud if you want to. It's okay. Mm-hmm.
My fear ultimately
Mm-hmm.
is like what I want to learn without how you just the transition is inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
Mm-hmm.
build.
There is a way.
There are trainings
Mm-hmm. 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 And all the indicators that we show you guys on the scanner, like the pattern you see right here, like the sharp pattern. And for those who are on, Liz was asking about how do we translate this into like real life market without some of the other tools or whatever, because eventually we all need to learn that too. Because God forbid whatever happened, but the harmonic scanner is just easier to spit out the trades. But I don't use a sharp pattern, but in IML Academy, there's specific trading over harmonic patterns. And you can draw your own harmonic patterns on any platform. But the indicators I'm about to show y'all, you can put that on any platform too. Like you won't even need this. You can go home, open MetaTrader 4 up, and do the exact same pattern, the exact same indicators I'm giving you on any chart, literally. One reason that we use the harmonic scanner is it gives us support and resistance quicker. Like I'm about to show you how to read the stop loss, the entry, whatever, and use it as support and resistance. So that's another reason we use it. Second thing is the signal. And kind of confirm like, oh, this was a good trade. We're in a good trade. I literally made money just looking at the harmonic scanner and going up and down the trades. But studying one pair yourself, you can take all these indicators I'm about to give you and do that. So I'm on a blank chart, right? Now, remember, for you, I don't know who's on here. I don't remember who was in the last training I did, but the broker accounts, if you use any brokers that are not shown here, your numbers are not going to be the same. Remember that. So you need to look at getting a demo account at least with one of these brokers on the left. So remember, if you choose a broker to the left, and then you're trying to look at your phone and you have Hugo's Wave, the numbers are not going to be the same. So the first thing I have to do is choose a broker. I choose Trader's Way because I have Trader's Way. And out of all of these is one of the ones that are my favorites to use. Okay. So first I need to choose a broker. Second thing I'm going to do is I need to choose either 15 minutes or one of the longer time frames. For time purposes, we're going to click on scan the 15-minute chart. Okay, so I have to choose my time frame, choose my broker, choose my time frame. Okay, second thing I'm going to choose is my pair. A rule of thumb for a lot of people in IML that train over the harmonic scanner, these top 3, 4 are the ones that are going to be the freshest scans. But they also look at what pattern's been shown more. So like if you look, the Gartley pattern is the one that's been shown more. So let's look at the Euro USD Gartley pattern as the one we choose first. Let's do that. If you hover down here, you click this minus button, and you can see we want to zoom out to do what you do first, okay? All right, so first thing we want to do is, I went the wrong way with the plus sign, so we can see what's going on over here. All right, the first thing I want to do is I want to put indicators on my chart so we can see what's going on. I'll show you how to save the indicators. All right, the first indicator we're going to put on is the moving averages. Excuse me, I'm congested, y'all. This particular platform is called TradingView. You can get a TradingView account by going to tradingview.com. If you want to get a TradingView account and save the charts or whatever, but I'm going to teach you how to save indicators on the harmonic scanner. This window here, it's called a window, is our main window where we see price. Price are the candlesticks. These are all the things you should have learned already in IML Academy. So none of this should be new to anybody except for if you just started yesterday, okay? So in this main window here, we're gonna put our moving averages. I'm gonna go to this indicator button right here, click indicators. Am I recording? I don't remember anymore. Yeah, I am. And I'm gonna type moving averages. Click on it twice. The wheel will give us the way we can change the indicators. The first indicator is going to be the number 6. I'm going to click over here on style. Click the box next to plot. I want to change the color. First, I'm going to go here, make it darker. Here, make it red. Here, make it thicker. Click OK. Now I'm going to go right here to this moving average. I want to change that. See the wheel where it says format? Click on there. Click on inputs. Change it to 14. Style. Box. Deeper color. Blue. Thicker. Okay. And those are moving averages. Does everybody see that? You see the moving averages on the main window, right? 14. And I want to deal with my main window first. I'm going to change everything in the main window. So I'm going to go here where it says candlesticks and bar style. I want to change it to Heikinashi. Heikinashi. Heikinashi shows us momentum. Momentum meaning volume. The movement, and it gauges the movement and how strong the movement is. Do you see the difference between the Heikinashi candlesticks and the regular Japanese candlesticks? You see how it's like, it gives me different styles of candlesticks. If I move to Heikinashi, it's not really about the different styles of candlesticks. It's more or less how how long can I stay in that sale? How long can I stay in this buy? So then we will change it to that. The next thing I want to do is go to our, hold on a second. The next thing I want to do is go to indicators, and I'm going to fix this window here. So don't go to indicators, go to RSI. This is the second window. Click the wheel, go to inputs, change it to 10. Go to style. Yeah, fuchsia. So this little pinky fuchsia color. Wait, always want to make the color thicker. So there's that. Make it thicker here, some deeper color. Uncheck lower limit, uncheck this. And right where it says upper limit, I want to click on this box here. Change it to black, make the line thicker, change the number to 50. Where it says upper limit, change that number to 50. Click OK. Now I want to go to the indicator window, type in momentum, on that, go stay, don't get out of that, type in money. When you type in money, we just want this first money flow indicator. Click on that. Okay, so my momentum, I want that one to be yellow. So I'm gonna click the box. Yes, I am recording it. Go to yellow. It needs to be thicker. And you know what? Let's do this yellow right here. That's better. Style. The input is 10. Click OK. you see where the balls are right here, guys? If I left click on top of the yellow, see the little balls are? I'm gonna left click, hold it, drag it right into the RSI. And it goes right over there. It'll release it, release your mouse. Go to the wheel here. I'm gonna change the muddy flow. The muddy flow is going to be, oh, shoot. My momentum, I did that wrong, y'all. My bad. See this X right here, where's the momentum? Delete that. Go to indicators, let's add the momentum. I reversed them. Okay, the MFI. Go to the wheel, let's change that. Deeper color. Yes, yellow. It's like a darker yellow. Uncheck everything. Make this deeper. Boom. Now, click, drag, drop. See you later, dear. Now the momentum, I want to make sure that's 10. Okay. And the momentum, I want to make it blue. See you later, boo. I'll call you tomorrow, okay? Okay, make this deeper, make this blue, make this darker. Everybody got it? Got it? Good. Click OK. So it's already selected for us. You see the little gray balls? If it's not, left click on it. You want to left click, hold it, drag it, drop it. All right. I see we have questions. We had questions. I don't know where my chat box is anymore. The balls is just letting you know it's selected. Does anybody have any questions? Because it looked like the chat box was lit up, but then I don't know what to go on my chat. If you have a question, unmute, raise your hand so I can unmute you before we move on. All right, great. No questions. Perfect. Let's move on to the next thing. The next indicators we're going to do is the MACD. So we'll click right there at the search box. MACD. Click. Do it twice. Click on it twice. Click on it twice. I'm going to change the format. By going to inputs, 1226 is good, close is good, but when you change the 9 to a 1. Hold on. Go back to the wheel. I didn't mean to click OK. Go to style. Okay, with the 1226 and 1, I want to keep my signal checked, right? And I want to make it bolder. Go here and make my color red deeper. That's better. Okay. Now I'm going to go to the wheel, format this one, inputs, change this to 5, 15, and 1 on my second MACD. When I go to style, I'm going to keep change the histogram to black. So keep that. And on the histogram part where it says price line, check it. Make it deeper. Okay. This one, we want to do like a lime green. Make it deeper. Okay. My dots are selected. Grab them. My left cursor, drag, drop. But something happened where my lime green, what happened? No. There we go. So now we have our indicators here. Do we have any questions thus far? Any questions thus far, guys? Okay, so let's talk about how to use this. First and foremost, the rules of any chart is I want to draw my support and resistance line. So I'm going to go underneath the cross, click where the horizontal line is, because I want to draw my horizontal line for my support and resistance. Now, I blew my chart up a little bit, but literally my support is right there. I changed the color here, changed the thickness there. All right. My resistance is here. There's other support and resistance lines on this chart, and they're actually your entries, stops, take profits as well. There's other places that there's support and resistance on this chart. So this was the very bottom according to this part of the chart, right? Very bottom. This is the very top of the chart. As price is moving forward to the right, because we read our charts left to right, there's another place that was also my new support. Here. How do I know that? Well, price touched this level here, peaked up here. It has never broken that level again. Yes or no? I don't want this to be a dictatorship. I want us to all be interactive. As price, we read our charts left to right. You see this black line? I could change the color too. Let's change it, make it fuchsia. This peak line right here, has price dropped this peak line? Anybody? Yes or no? It's dropped it to the right? It's dropped past it on the right side? Where? We read left to right. So we're looking to the right of this candle. Did it break this line? So is it safe to say this is a new support for us? So that's where I would draw a support line. Let me show you guys something. Where I drew my support line, look at that. How many times has price touched that peak line? Touched it. This is the peak line. So how many times, price is our candles, how many times has price touched our peak line? Give me a guess. Count them and give me a guess. Doesn't matter.
That's the kind of stuff we broke through here, right?
So touching, breaking, if it broke through, it had to touch it. So if I say how many times has price touched this pink line and we're reading left to right, that's one. I'm all the way over here. I read my charts left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That looks like price pretty much loves this number right here, right? Touched it 12 times. And this is a 15-minute chart. Yeah, you counted 16. And what I did, if you look at the spot where it had it touched it 3 times together, it's like consolidation. So I count that as like 1. Like this would have been like one here. And then when it broke down and came back up, that'd been another one. So, but it was more than two. So yes, Selena, it was more than two, right? So what does that indicate to me? That's a really good entry, take profit, stop loss. So unmute yourself, whoever is talking about they're confused. And explain to me what you think I'm saying when I'm drawing a support line. Because I want to help you guys, but if you're confused, I need you to share now so we can hash through it. I haven't even gotten through anything. All I'm drawing is support and resistance. So if that's confusing you, please speak now. Cool, no problem. Okay, well, I'm gonna move on because I'm trying to give you guys an opportunity to talk now, but I'm not really sure what the confusion is. Again, it's a support and resistance line. So this is no different from anybody's teaching. I'm drawing a line of support and resistance. So I learned this from IML Academy, IML TV. The first thing you do is draw support and resistance lines. So your lines of support are going to be, when you're looking at your chart, the bottom of the chart. However, money has not come back down here. So that's an old support line. This is like an overall support line. It may come back, but as of right now, right here, it has not. So I have to draw a new low. My new low, as of right now, is here. Does that make sense? And everybody that trains on trading would back me up that that's a new low. It's definitely a new low. So is everybody good? All I'm doing is first thing is drawing support and resistance lines. I don't know why it's lighting up, but it's like I can't see the chats. But if you guys are private messaging me, everything's on my computer so people can see it. So you can definitely just talk. You don't have to like private message me. So it's super interactive. I want to make sure everybody gets it. All righty. So please say in the chat, yes or no, do you understand support and resistance before we move on to the trend line? Does everybody, yes, we understand support and resistance. Okay, cool. That's one person. Perfect, two. If you don't understand it, say no, because we want to walk through this. That's why I'm on here right now and not eating. So if I'm not eating, I need you to talk. Which one?
This one. Is that
the top.
resistance?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the support.
It's one of them. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's one support line. I totally could also, FYI, again, the entry, the take profits, they're all showing you support and resistance lines too. Because if you look, there's a new support. Can anybody tell me where it is? I kind of pointed it out, but where's a new support now? Like this one is even old. If we keep reading our chart left to right, where's a new one now? And again, support and resistance is super relative, but all support means is the bottom of my chart where price has stopped. New, not old. That's old. We'll read the charts right to left. What is support? I mean left to right. What is support? Okay. So is there a new floor? Is there a new bottom? Bottom is not always the very, very bottom of a chart. It's the very bottom of where price is right now for us. It does, because money moves. TP2, right below TP2. So like right in here, let's draw it. And what I'm trying to get you guys acquainted with doing is being able to draw this out on your own and see it on your own by yourself. Go back and watch IML Academy and watch support and resistance lines because I want you guys to be able to see this. If I blow this up, let's move to the trend line because now I want to draw the trend line, okay? Because before we even get into how to work these indicators, if you don't know where money is, if you don't know where you are in the market, like you need to know where you are. Where is the market right now and where are you? If you don't know where you are, none of these indicators even make sense. So yeah, everybody's teaching style is going to be different, but I'm trying to help you understand where you are. Does that make sense? So if we don't know where the floor is, if we don't know where we are in resistance and support, those are other entries and exits for you guys. Does that make sense? So I want you guys to know where those are. If you need to go back to IML Academy and watch support and resistance video, don't be concerned. I watched it today. I watched IML TV where people were talking about support and resistance today. No worries. Okay, so trend line. Let's draw it. The trend is your friend, okay? I like to draw my trend line from support resistance lines, from one support to the resistance, top to bottom, bottom to top, depending on what my trend is. But if I look from the chart left to right, what direction is the market going, up or down overall? So use my words. I'm looking from the chart left to right, the big picture. What's the trend overall? Like, what does it look like overall? So two people say up. Anybody else? Huh? Yeah, it's a lot of consolidation. However, it's moving in an upward trend. Yeah, when we think of it, when we talk in terms of trend, we talk more up or down rather than buy or sell. The trend will be up or down, directional. So yeah, I'm drawing, if I drew here, okay. Green, make it thicker. Can you guys see my trend line? Does that make sense? And if I blow it up, I mean, if I zoom in somewhat, can you see my trend line? Does that make sense? It's going up. Now, when we see all of that consolidation, so at first, when we go here, this was going in an upward trend, right? So we were going in an upward trend. We hit that pink line. That's the one you guys told me to draw, right? That was another level of what for us? Resistance. That became another resistance. It kept breaking through somewhat, but it never really it would break through, come back down and really play with us. It's just playing, just sideways, raging, consolidating, right? Then it had a little small peak here where we got a new resistance. Then it came down and retested this line. So it's peaking this one, came down and retested, came back up, retest, came back up at a good buy, retested, came down, broke it, nice big buy, came and retested the new, that resistance that you guys told us to draw, right? This became the new what now? That's not resistance anymore because we have broken through that. That's now our new support. We got a higher high. Boom. And then what happened? All of a sudden, support resistance lines, trend lines. We'll talk about the get in a second because that's what the indicators are for. So broke through, and what did the market do? Straight down, right there. If I drew other things I know to show you guys of the market out, right? The beginning of this right here, when we touch this line right here, that was gonna be the beginning of me mapping this out to be into a selling market. Let's take a look at it. So this doji, this candlestick in the middle, talk to me and tell me what you see on the RSI, MFI, and the momentum candles. Indicators. Right at that line. What is happening? We use Dr. Spilla's rules, right? Right when this candlestick here comes over. What happens here in these two windows before I get to my main window and discuss that? What happens right here? What does this blue, pink, and yellow line begin to start doing across this dotted line? Right, well, that's one thing. We're telling it it's going in a different direction. But what does it do to the right of it? It ends up doing what? This is our 50 line. What does it end up doing? Crossing what? I know y'all can see that. Here's the 50 line, the dotted line. What do these three lines do to the right of this line? What do they do? We'll sit here all night and I will just starve. Please, anybody can answer. Don't think there's a wrong answer or there is a wrong answer, but it really doesn't matter. No one's gonna die if you get the answer wrong. I mean, if you look at the chart, yes, Fabra, yes. And she's new. Yes, Fabra, it goes above. Don't be too technical. I just want to see if you know if you can just look at lines. Can you look at the lines? Pink, blue, yellow, above the 50 line. Yes, Fabra. Super simple. We're making this too hard. I'm showing y'all how hard y'all be making this. All I asked was right to the right of this line, what do these three lines do? They go up above the 50. All right, so you saw it goes above the 50. This doji, go look it up, see what it means. What does price do to the right of the doji? It goes what? Up. What do my moving averages do? They crossed, twist, right? But they twist right here. So I'm also looking for that. According to Dr. Spilla's rules, I want that to happen too. I want this to twist. I want these three lines to all come over. They all come over right here. So y'all want to know when to get in? I'm showing you. I need all these rules to happen. I need these two to twist. I need these to be above the 50. I need my MACD to go above that 0 line, and it did right about here. Once all of those stars align, I just gave you where your entry is. Boom, right there. There's your money line. And this is where Quinn would enter that right there. Where did my line go? Change the color, green line. The green in that right there, the bottom of that, the opening of that buy candle. Because that's when all my stars aligned. The MACD had already showed the crossing. That red crossed over first, we're waiting on that green crossover. Boom, it did it right there. We see that the pink line came over first. The blue and yellow came over together. It's above our 50. Boom. Right here is where the twist of the moving averages happened. They twisted. According to Dr. Spilla's rules, we are in the trade, and we are now good for this candlestick, 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 this candlestick. We're good. And we started paying attention in this area because we noticed the candles started changing colors, did they not? They were blue, red, blue, red, blue, red. It was already changing back and forth. Well, this is the area of ranging. We're going to have a breakout here soon. And because of these in a sale, and this was in the sale here, but when that MACD started crossing over, we're losing momentum. The sale is losing gas. It's not going to stay in the sale. These were twisting. They were getting closer to our 50. It's not going to stay in the sale. The moving averages, they're twisting all in here. It's not going to stay in the sale. They were pinching, getting close together. Does everybody see that? The RSI, the MFI, but here's the thing. If we use logic, above the 50, above the 0, right when it crossed, what happened to the candlesticks? It went up into a buy for a long time, right? So I don't even have to know Dr. Spilla's rules. I could just read my indicators and say, that must have been a great trade. Because how do y'all think that people figure out how to use indicators in the first place? They go back and they mark every time, okay, well, when this green line crossed over, what did Buddy do? Let me mark that. Okay, well, when all these lines went over on the 50, what did Buddy do? Okay, let me mark that. You could go through it and mark up this whole chart and go back to the left and keep seeing every time those rules happen, what happened? What happened to money? So let's talk about this one right here. Let's talk about where price is right now. Well, let me see if people have questions or comments. Would this be considered a pullback? So this right here, this, consider that it's in an uptrend. This direction is not a pullback. No, this direction is not. If it was going here, that's considered a pullback. Pullback is the opposite of the overall trend. So I wanted to show you an example here because I knew that was a solid buy. And I knew you could see this clearly. Let's go over here to the right where we can see a solid sale. how would I have known to sell it right here? Not just because of the doji. The doji tells me it's going to change the directions. But look, if you look over here, it's 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2 dojis here, hammer there, doji there, like a whole bunch of them together. It's just indecisive. So that's not the only indication. So if I look here, my candlestick is changing colors. I need to pay attention. Doesn't mean I need to get out immediately, but when I see this candle here for 2 weeks, wick on the bottom, wick on the top, I will look at this candle next to let me know it's time to get out. I would have got out probably about up here. It's time to get out. And the doji is showing change in direction. So use the Japanese candlestick pattern so you guys know that the doji is the change in direction for price, right? But there's an app called Japanese Candlesticks, and that'll tell you. So a lot of times when we're looking at just this area here, my fingers, I have lotion on them, excuse me. We're looking at this area here. I'm in this trade. I see a different color candle. I see 2 wicks top and bottom, another wick top and bottom. I don't really need anything else to tell me, let me go ahead and get out. When you see the candle start changing colors like this, it's time to do something different. Y'all, this is a $5.3 trillion a day market. You can definitely get money anytime you want. You don't have to stay in a trade and guess. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you guys really look at the market and say, okay, I know I'm good. And guys, look, if we jumped in here at the bottom right there and got up here and that's our 10%, once you hit your 10%, get out. You don't have to wait until it hits take profit. Do you know how much money I've lost waiting on take profit, but it already hit my 10%? So once it hits your percentage, whatever your percentage is, once it hits your plan, prayerfully you're trading with a plan. Once it hits your plan, get out. You don't have to wait on the take profit. Okay? So once it changes directions, I'm out. I'm done. Let's look at something different. Now I'm looking here. We haven't gotten all the way up to our resistance. It's just playing. It's just playing. But guess what? Let me look at my indicators because price is playing a little bit too much for me. Look what crosses down here at the bottom. RSI momentum and money flow have crossed below the 50 now. Huh. Okay. Well, let's look at our MACD. The green crossed here. The red crossed here. This is good where the green crossed. I need them both to cross over. Cross down. I need them both to. That's me. Regardless of what other people tell you. I know for sure I'm in a good trade when both of them have crossed my level, my zero level. So then, I think somebody said something in the chat. That means boom, there. Now you could have gotten in here, but did you really know Barney was gonna do that? This would have been a good entry too. That's like sharpshooter. You know, God blessed me today and I really saw, and I'm staring at the chart and got in a good position. But most people are going to catch it in between these two candles, just being honest. If you have other things to do with your life, most people are going to catch it in between these two candles, entry-wise. But again, we weren't really sure if we were in a strong sell until that red cross. Stars aligned here. This was good, but we didn't know if we were in a strong sell. So yeah, I did sacrifice this money here, but at the same time, I entered right here. I'm still eating good because I was sure. Until you can get great, this is greatness. Just get good. This is good. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now here's a little bit of a situation, right? If you look here, I see the RSI momentum and money flow pinching together right here. I see my MACD and stuff crossing right here too. This is another indication that, you know what? No, they're not above here. But something's about to happen when these cross. I've now lost momentum as they're pinching together and crossing. This is a loss of momentum right there. And they literally did a sharp turn. Where the RSI does a sharp, jagged turn, if we had the RSI by itself, that would have been an indication for me to get out at that sharp turn. Because I know the market's going to turn quickly on me. Plus, I probably already had my 10% by these two candles, one of these two candles. I probably already had my 10% for the day. So, does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? Where is Brianna? Brianna, is this something that you chart, Euro USD?
I'm sorry, I was trying to come off mute. Tell me again what you said.
I said, don't you look at Euro USD?
Sometimes, we have a love-hate relationship.
Me too. It's not one of my favorites.
No.
But what I want to do is ask you a question about what everybody should be looking at right now on this side of money, because we're in consolidation. So the Harmonic Scanner is calling a sale. And it's about to enter right here. This is our entry, this green line. You think this is a good trade for people to take, like right as is?
I'm looking for divergence at the bottom.
Yep.
I'm not talking to you.
Hey, CJ.
He is a clown.
And can you tell people what divergence is for the people that don't know?
Okay, so for the people in the back, when you're looking for divergence, you're looking for an opposite trend at the bottom in your RSI window from the trend at the top. The stronger the divergence, the greater likelihood of momentum in the trade. And right now, the reality is that's not going to really start moving. It's not going to start moving really heavily right now. You'll be in this trade for a few hours.
Did I draw my divergence? My lines to show that there's no divergence good, where they can see?
Yeah, see, so it's flat right now. I'm gonna give it to you.
And it's the same too.
He's
like
in the kitchen with me, and he insists on cooking everything.
Oh, CJ, we're trying to talk about divergence.
He wants the spaghetti to put in the pot, girl. Yeah, see, I'm not seeing alternate. Okay, put it in there. I'm not seeing altered divergence yet. I would not be worried about this trade right this minute. I may put in a call level alert to notify me when it actually breaks that entry.
Yep.
But I'm not worried about getting in that right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So what she's saying is the RSI line is this blue line here, right? The RSI is showing that it's moving in the same direction. That blue line is moving the same direction price is. If it was moving in opposite directions, So this was going up and then going flat, but the RSI was showing it was like going all the way down, like from here, from this point, and it was going straight down. If it was showing that, that's the divergence that she would be looking for. So this blue line needed to be going in this direction, like down. And I can't draw it anymore. But where's my little right? There it is. So yeah, the blue line needs to be going down. My divergence, I don't. Well, because it's past tense here. I'm looking like right where money is. You can draw and see there's divergence in other areas, yes. But I'm drawing it right where price is here. It's going in the same exact direction. I would need the RSI to be pointing down and then price to be going up before I get into this trade. And again, going into IML TV, listening to the Harmonic Scanner training, it'll teach you about divergence. Okay? Any more questions? Questions, comments, concerns? All righty. Oh, somebody said something in the chat. I missed that. Divergence signals that this is a good trade to get into. When you see divergence and signals, that's when you get in. So no matter who's doing the harmonic scanner training, go back to your IML TV so you can understand how to use the harmonic scanner. A lot of people put indicators, moving averages, and all these things on it, but when it boils down to it, the best way to use it is when you see divergence on the RSI and on price, period. Because I'm telling you what'll happen is you'll look here and you'll say, oh, this is a sale, so I can get in this, and then price will do this on you straight up. Because the RSI and the money candlesticks are doing the exact same movement instead of doing the opposite movements. That's what you're looking for in the harmonic scanner. Yep. So go back to IML TV, go back to your IML Academy under advanced training, because that's what it talks about divergence, so you can understand it. Brianna and I both have been training over 2 years now with the harmonic scanner, and it's been very successful when we see divergence. We've lost money when we've done outside of divergence. I'll just put it to you like that. But with that being said, if no one has any questions, this is recorded. I'll post it really quickly in the chat group for you guys who want to see it. On Tuesday, if you live in Houston, Texas, we'll be at Dr. Spiller's house for an opportunity meeting. I will do the best I can to make sure this is Zoomed. As a matter of fact, I'll just make a commitment that it's Zoomed. I have a lot going on that day, so I didn't want to promise you guys, but I will. I'll go ahead and make sure it's Zoomed that day and get you guys the link out tonight. And then also, we'll be doing a training once a month with Dr. Spiller as well at his house with the groups, but I reassure you that everybody that's a P2000 above, anything he trains on, well, Brianna knows too, though, because Dr. Spiller does trainings with Brianna privately as well. So, Brianna, because she's special, I guess. I guess you're special, Brianna. He loves you. But yeah, everybody that's pretty much a P2000 above already knows what he's training on too. And like I said, you guys really need to learn the harmonic scanner or any tool for yourself. Don't even rely on me. Don't rely on anybody. All right. So with that being said, I don't know why I keep clicking on everything but the chat box. It is my pleasure, guys. It is my pleasure. Y'all have a great rest of your evening. I'm gonna go eat something and feed Robert too, some soup. Y'all pray for him and his teeth. All right, y'all have a good night. Bye.